How did sailors calibrate ancient navigation instruments at sea? Imagine setting sail across vast open oceans with only simple tools to guide you. How did sailors make sure these tools pointed true? Let's uncover how they kept their navigation instruments accurate during long voyages. Sailors used tools like the magnetic compass, Quadrant, Astrolabe, and later the Sextant. To stay on course, they had to calibrate these instruments carefully, even while at sea. Calibration was all about making sure the tools gave correct readings, which was vital for safe navigation. The magnetic compass needed adjustment for magnetic variation, which is the difference between magnetic north and true north. Sailors would observe the North Star, called Polaris, at night. Polaris sits nearly directly above the North Pole, so its angle above the horizon shows true north. By comparing the compass reading with Polaris's position, sailors could find the compass error and correct their course. This process was called finding the variation of the compass and was common from the 15th century onward. For instruments like the Quadrant and the Astrolabe, calibration involved ensuring they hung or were held perfectly vertical. The Quadrant was a quarter circle with degree markings and a plumb bob, a weighted string, that indicated the angle when sighting the sun or stars. The Astrolabe was suspended by a cord so it hung straight, and sailors sighted through holes to measure the altitude of celestial bodies. If the instrument was tilted or twisted, the readings would be off. So, sailors made sure the plumb bob or cord hung freely, and the scale was properly graduated. The sextant, developed later in the 1700s, was a major step forward. It used mirrors and a 60-degree arc to measure angles between the horizon and celestial objects. To calibrate a sextant, sailors checked that the mirrors aligned correctly so that the reflected image matched the direct view when measuring angles. They also regularly compared readings against known landmarks or celestial events to verify accuracy. Because the sextant was designed to work well on a moving ship, careful calibration was essential for precise navigation. Timekeeping was another key part of calibration, especially for calculating longitude. Sailors used chronometers, very precise clocks, to keep track of time at sea. They would wind and check these clocks regularly, comparing their readings with celestial observations taken with the sextant at specific times. This comparison helped determine their east-west position. Many ships carried multiple chronometers to cross-check and reduce errors. In practice, sailors combined these methods. They used Polaris or the sun to verify compass accuracy, ensured their instruments hung correctly, aligned sextant mirrors properly, and kept their chronometers in good condition. These careful calibration steps helped sailors navigate across oceans with surprising accuracy for their time. It was a true display of ingenuity, combining observational skills with simple yet effective technology to find their way across the world's waters.